guys. So, those who are listening, hi, love you. Take a deep breath of life. Your heart is beating, and it's beautiful, right? I am at the Denver airport, about to go to Milwaukee to film a new series, so that'll be exciting. But last night I had some crazy things happen with numbers and the universe speaking to me with numbers and signs, and it was insane. I don't even know. Okay, so I want to share that with you. So let's talk. Yesterday I was getting off work and I decided I'll go to Natural Grocers to get myself some snacks for the plane and for whatever. So I was doing that, and I was just sort of in my head, and I was like, oh shit, I missed my exit. So I had to keep going on the wrong freeway. So I GPSed how to get to Natural Grocers, and my GPS had me exit the first exit and then turn right on a street where the factory, or where the slaughterhouse is for the lambs and goats that I was protesting at peacefully a week before. And I was like, I knew it. I got lost, and it's taking me literally right past this place, okay? So maybe I should stop. Maybe I should do something. And right when I thought that, I saw 1111 on a billboard. It's the first number I saw. I looked up 1111. I was like, okay, shit, I'll stop. I don't know what to do. So I sat there at the slaughterhouse thinking, what am I going to do? And so then I drove around to the back. I started petting the dogs that are like in this fenced-in yard. They're kind of abandoned. There's no one really there. I thought, okay, am I here to save the dogs? But they're healthy and they're happy, and they have like a enclosure to go to that's like a RV or something. It's really nice, and it's nice. So I was like, maybe it's not the dogs. So then I walked over to the fence where the lambs and baby goats are being held, and I was like, okay, there are fucking spotlights everywhere. There's cameras everywhere. I'm gonna get arrested. I can't go in here right now and save a lamb, which I thought I was there to do. And I thought, okay, so I can't do this. So I just laid down and I stuck my hand up through like this metal grate and kind of tried to stick it into where the lambs were. I could hear them bawing and crying and coughing. And I thought, okay, how can I fit in here? How can I break this? I can't. I'm going to go to jail. This isn't smart. So I left. And then I started crying and I was pissed. I was like, why can't I interpret these signs? So then I went to Natural Grocers, and I was just in a bad mood, and I knew it. I was like, I'm radiating negativity right now. I'm pissing people off that are around me, so I'm just glaring at them. And so I was like, this isn't going to help. So I get to the checkout counter, and my husband calls, so I talked to him on the phone about what happened briefly, because he doesn't really care. And the lady heard, and she's like, I know that slaughterhouse. They protested there today. And I was like, oh, they didn't tell me that. I was like, why? I would have gone. I need to get up on this shit. Anyway, she's like, listen to 1111 and match your vibration to what was going on at the time you felt it. And I thought, okay, I gotta go back to the slaughterhouse. So I went back to the slaughterhouse. And again, I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. I need another sign. I just don't know what to do. So I drove out of there, and you're not allowed in, really, but I drove around near it, and I had to do like a little turnaround to get out. And I saw this huge sign. I look over and it says, Grace, enter here, and it said 888, and that's the address. I was like, I can't ignore this sign. 888, it's a trinity, it's a universal number. I'm being talked to again. So I drove that way, and again, there's signs everywhere that are saying trespassing, you'll be persecuted, it's a felony. I'm just like, I have to film tomorrow. Like, I can't get arrested. I would put the film in jeopardy, whatever. They could recast if they needed to, but I'm driving around again aimless. I don't know what to do. I get back to the back where the gate is to enter Grace, and there's this big, beautiful artwork of a goat and a mandala, and I didn't take a photo of it. I really wish I did. It's still there. I can do that. And I was like, okay, well, maybe I can sneak through this way and go about a roundabout way to get into the factory, the slaughterhouse, but again, I couldn't. There's a metal recycling place right in front of it that's covered in electric fence, like electric fence. It's not just one bar. So I was like, I don't know what to do. So I left, and I was just like, I need clarity. And I look up, right when I think that, I look up and I see a billboard, and it's all dark because it's nighttime. The only thing in the corner is lit up, and it says "Save the Babies." And I said, I don't know how to save the babies. I don't know how. I don't know what to do. And then I look closer, and it's really children, but the message was clear to me. And I thought, okay, give me a sign. Is it the dogs I need to save? Because I could easily get them out right now. I could easily steal the dogs. Or is it the lambs? And then I saw a sign that said livestock parking for fucking rodeo. And I was like, okay, well, it's livestock, which means it's the lambs. And as I was driving, my windows were down and the papers in the back were blowing. And I was like, oh, I know what those are. Those are the flyers I have. And those flyers say, get involved, get educated, get trained. And it's for CAF, the movement of like Colorado Animal Save, whatever it is, Denver Baby Animal Save, and CAF stands for something else. I can't think about it right now. But yeah, so I was like, okay, I gotta save these lambs. I don't know what to do. So I called my friends who understand universal numbers and signs and the way they communicate with you, your spirit guides, and your higher purpose. And both basically said that, 11 is a master number, 888 is the number of eternity, and the reason so I go home, and I go to send a text to a friend, and I bring up a photo, because I want to show her the photo of the flyer, and as I click on, the button to bring up photos, I see a photo from months ago, of me in Costa Rica, but I'm like bebopping like this, and my foot's up, and I'm thinking, okay, what is it about this photo that I need to know? Because it's not supposed to be in this lineup. It's from months ago. Why is it as if I took it just now on my phone? And so I look at it and I follow my foot to the next photo. I'm like, okay, well, maybe it's the next photo. So I look over to the next photo and it's a picture of my Ahasacha. And I'm like, okay, what does it say? Okay, dreams. And dreams are highlighted. And then at the very bottom, it's 888. And I was like, fuck. So I drew a tarot card, because then I was like, I just need like more clarity, and I drew temperance, and temperance represents what was reversed, so it represents lack of patience. And I was like, do I need to be patient and go back to the slaughterhouse and just sit there and wait for like a goat to escape and then take it, or like what do I do? I didn't know what to do. So I messaged my friends who understand universal numbers and spirit guides and following this path, and one said, hey, maybe you go back there and meditate, maybe you sing to them, maybe you just give them hope, and become more of an activist, because right now I need to focus on doing something like that. And then one of my other friends said, who's a healer, and she's one of the healers I've met and facilitators I've met in Peru, and she said, okay, so 11 is a master number. It's justice, the high priestess, meaning that these animals will give the justice they deserve by universal law and divine timing, and that I need to go back to where grace enters here and pray and meditate on easing the animal suffering and allowing their souls freedom and to be absolved back into source. So I'll do that when I go back. It was a winter storm last night, and like I'm at the airport right now, so I couldn't really do much. So I felt guilty, but guilt will just eat you alive. It's an illusion. I can't feel guilty. And so that's what happened to me. And if you have any ideas or thoughts, please leave a comment so that I can hear your side of this. But as of now, I definitely know that I'm going to be more active. My friends and I already have plans to do something, especially during Valentine's, about love. We're going to be like, hey, come get a free cookie, but you have to watch this video first to get a free cookie, and just really spread the message in a really, really loving way, and not an insane, those are crazy vegan ways, because it can be hard trying to do activism and not get so aggressive and mean. But anyway, that's what happened. Interesting. And I took Babensana for dream clarity, and I think it was symbolizing things like precision and strength, and there were actors, but maybe putting on a face. I don't know. I just don't understand, but hopefully it'll all get clear. Thank you so much.